plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
NBA playoffs, round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with measuring. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Young in at the shooting guard position.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Porzingis, that's a two, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Thunder trailing by 9. And here's Robertson. Gallinari finds Paul. Back to Gallinari. Adams trying to free himself up. Off target at the rim. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
Here's Adams. The shot missing. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Here's Doncic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Doncic against Paul. Pass to Gallinari. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Mavericks leading by 9. Doncic feeling it out. Over Paul. And too long on the shot.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And the rejection by Marjanovic.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Young finds Doncic. And he gets it to go. Doncic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Tries from 16. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got his first 2 points of the night.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he is on a major roll today. This time to shut him down.
For the Thunder, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Steven Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Andre Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Chris Paul. Stevenson inside the three-point line. Unable to get that one. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Cousins. Schroeder's got his second basket of the game.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from the team?
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Under trailing by 7. Cousins dishes to Schroeder. Wide open. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
And taken away by Paul. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 8 points.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Cousins with it. Bogut picks him up. Basket good. Now just a 1-point Dallas lead.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Green against Gallinari. Bogut the pass to Smith. And again, unable to change momentum here. And Cousins kicks to Paul. Back to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Out to the right wing. Nobody near Schroeder. Buries it from three-point range. Schroeder's got 9 points here in the second half. Dallas calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane.
We have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Noel's checked in for Muscala. And Dallas also making a switch. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Smith against Paul. Over Smith. A shot by Paul, no good. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Here's Green. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Gallinari outside. Passes it to Noel. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Here's the floater. And that's 2 points on the layup. Schroeder's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, there's nothing like being unselfish as a player, and Noel was outstanding in that regard. Reading the entire floor and finding his guys for high percentage shots.
With 4 seconds on the clock, that one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Smith fires from way outside. A big-time effort for Dennis Schroeder, providing a lot of energy for the Oklahoma City Thunder. What a quarter that saw them generate. Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander, they're up in the backcourt. Nerlens Noel is out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Cousins in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. That one goes. Count it.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys.
Here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. And then for Dallas. Measury, he's checked in for Chandler Parsons. Young comes in for Green. And Doncic is subbed in for Smith. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Adams finds Schroeder. Lays it up off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 6.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on that one. Good defensive work there by Young. Here's Doncic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steven Adams picks one up.
Boy, Doncic is so good at going at the defense. And when he goes at him like that, it puts the defense in a tough spot. Very crafty.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, he's the third pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
free throw is good from Doncic.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Doncic comes with the double team, and Noel throws it down.
This guy, Noel, man, he's got a massive reach. Just lob up these passes, and he'll handle the rest of it.
Doncic passes to Mejri. And here's Young from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one. Schroeder passes to Adams. Robertson with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Nick Young. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Thunder.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And the first one drops. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Luka Doncic. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, I love the confidence that JR shoots the ball with, and on occasion now, he can shoot you in or out of games when he falls in love with that 3.
And that one misses. No good on the second free throw. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Schroeder dishes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Smith against Schroeder. Dallas calls timeout for Oklahoma City. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Luka Doncic comes in for Smith. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. And here's Porzingis for a 3. But they get it back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Doncic against Schroeder. Lays it up and banks it in. And now an 8-point Thunder lead.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness, but also he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
First one falls for him. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Thunder making a change here. Paul's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Doncic kicks to Young. Back to Doncic. Adams, some nice D.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Young outside. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Marjanovic finds Porzingis. Off target from outside.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Mavericks trailed by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. Gallinari running. Robertson can't hit. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Dallas again turning it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Thunder leading by 8. Here's Paul. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
Young taking his time here. Doncic against Paul. And Doncic gets it to go.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Here's Paul. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Back to Doncic. Paul with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway. Paul's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Adams. And there's the call on measure. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Ferguson. The Mavericks pull it in. Young passes to Marjanovic. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded by Diallo. It's good from long range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Shoot
2. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
And you know, with Paul, his competitive drive really exceptional. He wants to be one of the all-time greats. He's got a great winning mindset.
And the Mavericks called just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
So we see the Thunder get the win here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.